Thank you, Dave. Scenic Dispatch. Good morning. There's a slight build-up of traffic here. I'll route you through after the stack train. Can't read. Keep in mind that you'll need to stop at Lowell for a westbound coal. Got lights on. We got lights on. We've got red at the moment. Yeah, we've got red. We could do with some backdrop on the camera, shouldn't we? Let's go for an ES44AC. That seems quite appropriate. I think that was one from JM1260, actually. Thank you. Show the consist. Oh wow, that's a long consist. Have we got anything? We're still red. So what we got here? Canadian National, BNSF, one boxcar, bunch of tankers. Another train around here. Oh, it's just a couple of locos. Helpers, I should assume, bankers or something. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of tankers. Wow. Yeah, this is all of the tankers apparently. Continuing on. And one lowly 3-bay hopper at the back. Oh, here comes the stack train. Stephen says you're wrong, the image is not perfect, you're driving the DC version, not the AC. A raspberries in your general direction. Oh man, can we watch this train go past? You're trying to get me to SPAD again, aren't you? Screenshot height. That's a really good idea. Makes a very good point, a very good thing. 3-way hopper is for crashes. It will take the first hit when something hits the train instead of a chemical or oil tanker. Bob, anyone fancy taking a decent screenshot tutorial from that? Ouch! Ouch! Fringe says this must be the train of everything the United States Armed Forces collect from the Iraq War. Ouch! Thank you, G-Force. I'm glad you liked the tutorial. Right, let's get back to what we're supposed to be doing. It's Foreman Dan Hernandez. No, this is in Stevens Pass, so we're in sort of Seattle territory. I think we've started Seattle territory. We're up on the northwest side of the route at the moment. We're here. And then this is the sort of the northwest end, and then it heads off all the way down there, although we're not going all the way down there. Moleman says, who thought giving that was a massively long explosive missile-like train was a good idea? Now what was that about, Ransom? Crazy 2-hour scenario. No, it isn't, Ed. We're not going the whole way down the route. We're not going even halfway down the route. Cheers, G-Force. Yeah, one of those wipers is broken, but it seems to be doing a remarkably good job of wiping the glass anyway. Never mind. The 25 limit now. Panda, there are some BNSF items which can't be bought. I don't know which ones exactly, but some of them can't. I think the Dash 9 is one of them. I'm pretty sure there's a Dash 9 somewhere in this box system. That one behind us is a Dash 9. Moleman did a spad? Moleman did a spad? Oh, Matt did an overspeed? I've got no idea, lead miner. Matt, go to the front of the train outside view and then hit 3. Star Wars mode. Gouger, yes, BNSF licensing is restricted to the USA. The entirety of his pass is quite long. It's a pretty long route. I don't know what the length is, but it's, you know, in the order of 150 miles or that sort of length. It's pretty long. Tons of detail, considering how far we are away from the tracks at this point. Where's my train gone? Oh, there it is, over here. Panda, where are you from? Coplopper, yeah, I mean, I'm thinking that some nice long drives on American routes will probably be one, or certainly that's one way of killing a whole bunch of time. Clopper says that would take the 395 exactly an hour to finish it. I think you'll find it would take a lot longer than that, given that the 395 requires third rail or overhead power. Oh, Panda, try looking on Steam store. See what there is actually on Steam. Because the engine driver, or the trainsimulator.com store, the Dovetail official store, doesn't take into account your regional location, whereas the Steam store does. So that if you bought it via what would happen is if you tried to click on it via the official, the Dovetail store, trainsimulator.com, it would take you over to Steam, and then Steam would say, no, that product doesn't exist in your region. So we've got a green light again. Fringe Starlin, is there any way you could contribute to the possible 24-hour stream? Well, a couple of scenarios would be awesome. But I'm sure there's other ways we can do things. Well, one of the things I'm thinking of is actually getting some people on the on Skype and chatting with them and talking to them, as a way of keeping me awake, but also getting them involved as well. Cheers, Bob. We got on that light, we got the highball, we're good to go, and we're going to get a 40 limit as well. Crikey. They're going to let me drive this train at 40. Not right now, Kamoli, but yeah, nearer the time. When we start organising it, I'll have an organised way of doing things. Gouger, we don't have a 24-hour stream planned as such. I just mentioned it yesterday as a, wouldn't that be a nice idea? What did everyone think? And everyone thinks it'd be a brilliant idea. So now I've kind of got to do it. So yeah, it should be. I'm looking forward to it actually. Got to find the right time to do it and the right reason to do it, because I want it to be a charity thing. But I think we could do a lot of good with it, to be honest, in terms of talking about all sorts of different things, getting people on to make it a bit more chatty, and yeah, make it really interesting for people over the 24 hours. Trying to get as many people joining in as possible over that time. Get people like Fringe making content. Yes, Copper. Well, I definitely want to talk to you on there as well, Copper. Absolutely. Absolutely. So that was a yellow signal. We need to be kind of aware of that yellow signal, given we're about to get a 40 limit in the next 20 minutes. Oh man, this charity, Railway Children, absolutely. What we might do is a 24-hour stream over summer for Railway Children, and then in the autumn we'll do the Children in Need 24-hour stream, and then in spring, is it? Or beginning and end of winter, when they do Comic Relief, we'll do the Comic Relief 24-hour stream. At some point we should have a stream which is in support of people who don't get enough sleep, and at least it's doing me some good. National Railway Museum, that's a good possibility. Fringe, yes. Oh yeah, no, I mean, absolutely, we could just do it as a voice chat. It doesn't have to be a video call. Chris, why is only one windshield wiper working? I think we're going to call that a bug. Because it does actually seem to be working, even though it's not moving. 24-hour stream for Insomniacs, yes. So the current state of plan is that it would be something like a Saturday morning starting from about 9 AM. Well, let by now that is over the next year, so. Yeah, nice one, Goblopper. Trap the monitor near the top, see if the wire is. The wire is stuck. Panda says, talking folk not getting enough sleep. I'll be off. Enjoy the rest of the stream. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you later, Panda. Kev MC is going to change his username to Dan Hernandez. And then everyone start ignoring you though, Kev. Obviously, Mole Man would be a guest without a shadow of a doubt. Try and get him actually to be here, I think. If he's up for that. BMD action. Try not to use the pause key anymore, now my screenshots are rubbish. You've made me do rubbish screenshots because you complained about my pause key. Right, now we were told this next signal was red, so let's act like it is indeed a red. Break! Yes, friends, one of the things I want to test actually is how practical doing a watch game, share screen is over Skype. Let's see if that works. Still coming up on this red light at some point. It's probably this train to the left of me that's in my way actually. It's still got the tail end of its train on my line or something. Yep, there it is. Hey Gareth, yes, the raffle was done just before we started the scenario. Jason Zara, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Mole Man wishes his room was soundproof so he could record in the night. Yeah, well, I have no idea what the kids can hear of me. It doesn't seem to stop them going to sleep, or at least they don't complain about it anyway. Hello? Where's the rest of the train gone? They're sitting inside. Were there any issues on the underground? I've got no idea. I don't use the underground anymore, Dave. This scenario is called Cascade Oil and it's from agsieg on Steam Workshop. Stevens Pass, BNSF ES44DC. I've not watched the news, if I'm afraid, Dave. My wife's not said anything though, and she does. Alright, we've got a green light. Nice one, Dave. Cringe, what if I was a news presenter? Yeah, do like a Two Ronnies news type thing. Oh god, that would be catastrophic. Thanks for the scenario link, Coplopper Mal. crossing. It's a crossing. Imagine if you're one of these car drivers and you had all that big long train going one way, then another big long train going the other way. Right, so we've got a 40 limit, we're going to be getting 50 in a minute. So our next waypoint is Monroe, then Gold Bar is 25, Barring is 40 miles. Saw an interesting picture today. I don't know if it's historic, if it was current. American freight train going over a bridge in high wind, and the wind just blew all the wagons off the bridge. Are we back? How are we doing? So you wanted to see the whole train go by, so we're going to see the whole train go by. Oops. Have you got enough yet, Coal Plopper? Dan says, get back in the cab, or maybe saying something important. I'm going to say, I doubt it. However, I do think I probably should be watching what's going on. Oh, hello Dan Hernandez. Green signal, good. Yeah, if the stream is showing offline, hit refresh. We just had a bang out and restart. Armadillo. If you make a scenario with Miami West Palm Beach which goes by an airport, can you control when and where planes fly over? No. The planes are fully animated scenery objects, so unless you make your own animated scenery objects, it's you can't control, you can't change the ones that are there. Transrail, why is it one of the wire corpses isn't moving? A bug. Simply a bug. Another green light there. We're taking the main and someone else has been put in a hole. Good night, Dark. Thanks for joining in this evening. Oops, I've got to do my blowing horns for that grade crossing. Oopsie. Oh man, so can't you add in an aircraft as a static asset? Yes, of course you can, yeah. But you can't change the ones that are there as part of the route, and you can't change the timings of when they fly without setting up your own ones, because the animations will run whenever the animations run. Smeagol, the raffle's already happened. Amazing bridge. Now let's get sped back up a little bit. Can someone imagine Matt driving a tank? I'd be epic driving a tank. As long as there was no red lights or vis-a-vis. I'll run over the red light, shoot vis-a-vis. Wants to make a plane that can run on the tracks. No reason why you can't do that. What if I was driving a tank and Monty showed up? I'd get out and give him a biscuit. I would get out of my tank and give him a biscuit punchline. Doctor says, can you make it so that points are deducted in the scenario if you don't whistle at a whistle board? You need to create a particular kind of whistle board blueprint, and that happens. The whistle boards actually appear on the HUD, and if you're not whistling as you go through past them, then blowing the horn, then you do get points deducted. It doesn't, I mean, that's the simplicity of it. It doesn't take into account the fact that at a whistle board on an American train you need to be blowing a particular horn sequence, so it doesn't take that into account. So for British scenarios, yes, it should be fine. Just use that horn marker where you need where you want it, but you need to use the special blueprint. And I can't remember what that blueprint is. The plugin for Blender to allow files for TS is on UKTS. I believe it is. Yes. Till films, when you're looking at PC spec, I would suggest. So, Prince Starling, thanks very much. We'll see you another day, tomorrow hopefully. So, till films, yeah, when you're looking at machine spec, you really want to make sure you get something with something like a GeForce or a Radeon graphics. As long as it's got that, it should be fairly well okay with most machines. Don't go too low spec. But a £400 or £500 laptop should be able to run it. £400 or £500 desktop should be able to run it very well. Very well anyway. Navadello says, well, I take it by your site you mean UK Train Tips, not my site anymore. I will go and take a look and find out what's going on. The last thing I need is that to be broken. All of a sudden I get an enormous bandwidth bill and that'll be it. So that site will get shut down. Jason Zara, yes, I'm in Europe. I'm in England, in Chatham, or Gillingham, just next door to Chatham. Shot on the front of the train looking back towards the back. You just see the signals. Good, we're good to go. Do you mean something like that? Slow. Well, it still says it's streaming, everybody, so and it's not showing any drop frames, so I don't know why it's frozen. We try pressing refresh. TIL films. We've already done the raffle, I'm afraid, TIL. We're running since 9:30. I think we're into hour 3 or 4 now. So we've just gone through Monroe, 15 miles an hour to Gold Bar, where we actually have to stop. Due there in about 30 minutes. lights. Still a bit on the fast side, but at least I remembered to do it this time. Daydreaming of missing whistle board somewhere. Oh, there's a whistle board. It's all about the horn blowing at the moment. TIL Films, this is Stevens Pass. Hey there, JM, welcome back. I think technically, oh man, this is single track and those are sidings, it's not double track. The passing loops, so they're not considered, it's not double track, so actually there is only single track for main. Tungsten says, do I use a mouse? No, I use the keyboard mostly. Steve Van Ips, welcome. Oops, don't need that one still. Oh, do I actually? Another level crossing. Just going to continue that one on over. Keeping 98, it's let me just paste the command, get the command to run. That one, there you go, that's all the details. Do you want another outside shot, Copper, to try again? Cheers there, Catcher. Thanks for joining. We'll catch you tomorrow. Moleman, I must admit I can't remember how I was to install it. It's been a long time since I tried installing it. Don't recall it being too difficult though. Just follow the instructions. Cundy 1991, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. GAL Films, the Blender plugin allows you to use Blender, the 3D modelling system, to export 3D models into train simulator assets. So you can make locos, wagons, scenery objects, so on and such forth. Putting you in the hole at Gold Bar for a meet with a Boeing train. Okay, I'm still 8.5 miles from Gold Bar, so good to know. Moleman, after making a 3D asset, how does one add textures to it? Yes. You need to do the texture. You need to create a thing called a UV map in Blender. And then use the UV map to create a texture template, and then you colour the texture template using paint, so the texture template exports ultimately in a TIFF file or a PNG file. Then you put your texture on it, and then when you export it, the plugin will export all of the IGS and whatever the art files are for the game. I can't remember off the top of my head, and it will do that for you. Might be just the BMP or whatever format. The Boeing train, a train moving an aeroplane. So one of the key features of Stevens Pass-Through is it includes the Boeing factory, and the Boeing factory includes a number of things, one of which is, so you've got these very much oversized wagons which carry plane parts. You've also got long flats that actually contain Boeing 737 fuselages, which are quite cool to see. Mole Man, it's not easy, but once you get the hang of it, like many things, once you get the hang of it, the first time is going to be painful. Once you get the hang of it, it's actually not too bad at all. But that's your basic thing. I think there's actually some people who have done some tutorials on getting a cube textured and exported in as a scenery object on UK train sims. So go and have a look and see if you can find it, or maybe if not Google it, you can just Google for it, and that might tell you what. That might give you a hint. Yeah, they're oversized lead miner, and I mean, obviously they wouldn't go on the majority of the route. They basically go from the docks, and then they get pushed up the hill, and they pretty much have to stop all of the traffic in the surrounding area while they do this manoeuvre. 6.5 miles to go to our stop at Gold Bar. I'm not really doing very well at grade crossings at the moment. Sorry about that. Flatbed that carries a complete Antonov AN225. Way too late. We're under 5 miles now to our stop at Gold Bar. Advanced approach signal, which is actually going to take us into our stop. Yeah, so you said earlier on, my man. Which one was it? It's Mr. Dan Hernandez. So that's our approach signal. We have a junction to set here, right, it's in the instructions. Yeah, it's this one. That's better. Tungsten, what's the DLC that can't be accepted outside the US? Essentially, I think it's anything BNSF. A couple might have slipped through the cracks, but the majority of BNSF stuff can't be bought outside of the US because of BNSF licensing restrictions. Sadly. Hey there, Corbin, welcome. This show is starting to turn into Matt Paul's Asleep show. Nothing so far, Ed. Does it? Everything else seems to be available. It's just that one pack. Oh, terrible. That's very odd. What about Mariah's Pass? Is that available? there any DLC not available in the USA? No, not that I'm aware of. The only restriction is the BNSF one. Ed, is my AWS bell confused? Causing more confusion? No, not really. The train in yet? No. Nice one, Copper. Looks good. Fury says he's just done a nebula. Red light, and we can see the other train coming in. Hey Stephen Jam, got your test? No, we've got one more. We're waiting for a non-bound train, and we are going to then carry on and do one more stop. EB222, we have already on the tutorial stuff. It's Boeing fuselages. Couple of it's a stop at instruction, so I have to stop. Running a bit late now. At least with the green light there, it doesn't matter if I overshoot. I know it's a green light, but I've got to stop here because the instruction says it's a stop at. So once that's done, we'll get on, and our next station, or our next stop, is 14.7 miles away. Ed says he really wishes there's some form of nice visual aid to tell you where to stop. That's where scenery assets can be really cool, because you can put, like, you know, someone standing there and a couple of vans hanging around and some other materials round about the place where you would expect it to stop. So you can kind of do it yourself, but yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, a little late. Not much, not that late really, but a little bit. JM, thanks for joining. Oops. up a bit of a hill now. As long as it's 16 by 9 basically. It could be 1920 by 1080 as well. Hopefully we'll get the last wagons are just coming out of that siding now, so we might get it cleared back up to line speed on the main line. Man says, have I even used the pause key? No, I've been specifically not using the pause key. Apparently I'm upsetting too many people with the pause key. Don't remind him, shouts Ed. Remind me about what? Pause key? Ooh, pause key, yeah. Those couplings. Yeah, nice one, Copper. Nicely done. How do you mean with an ICE train, Goblin? But do you mean lots of them as if they're going past each other, or make it like it's one incredibly long ICE? Train sim dependence. Yep, we are all dependent on train sim. I got your call proper. We'll have to have a look at that next time we run an ice then. An ICE, remind me. Fury says there are worse addictions, absolutely. 11.7 miles to go. Getting there now. Hello, 28 viewers, let me guess, the raffles. Yep. Hey there, Microside 94. I do apologise. Cheers, Fury, thanks for joining. Brakes are good, well, so do I, Lidman, so do I. Imagine they are. We've had no problem stopping so far. Corbin. Between Rochester and London, Victoria. Oh, my never. I'd like that bit as well, actually, buddy. What would you like summed up for you, Corbin? 40. Oh, we're not doing 40. Yay. Corbin, long train going up a hill. Yep, okay, Corbin, I'd go for that. BNSF tankers. called Cascade Oil by Agsieg. Distance to Berry, 8 miles to go. Westbound's crew has outlawed, so the train has stopped at Skycomish. I'm putting you in the siding at Berry to wait for the westbound to follow. We haven't lost any wagons, don't mind it, because the 3-bay hopper's still on the back. Corbin, no, the creator of the scenario or the route, they're not on the channel. Man, yes, Moraes Pass was made by DTG. Stevens Pass, though this one wasn't. This was made by Rick Grant and Michael Stefan. Oh, 6 miles, nearly there. Minutes, it thinks. yourselves lucky the wiper hasn't got an annoying squeak. Corbin, this is Stevens Pass. So a bit west of Mariah's Pass, basically. Starts in the Seattle area from the reserves. Unstoppable. Yeah, of course, every rail fan has seen Unstoppable at least 100 times. I guess not, Corbin. There's an advance approach signal. Let's just go and have a look at bearing. Looks like we're still good to go. Backspace, yeah, that'll do it. 3.2 miles to go. Tungsten, I thought that myself, but if I remember rightly, the cars are being moved with no air in them. Yeah, because they were being moved, they were being switched, and they were moving them with no air, and they had therefore it doesn't matter. There is no braking capability on those wagons. So even if the loco decided it wanted to do brakes, it wouldn't. I think the alerter was switched off as well. So the bit for me though is going round the corner on all the side wheels. Just wouldn't happen. Lights a little out. Approach signal, 2 miles to go. Basically the length of the side. We're putting the hole. Do they have the bathroom on sim? No. The AC6000, you can open the door, but you can't open the bathroom door. Right, Corbin. Cheers. We'll catch you another time tomorrow. A mile to go. We're nearly there. No, Mailman, although I guess obviously they're using a limited vocabulary so that they can stay completely formal and standard, so I guess you'll hear the same things repeated. Right, just got to get to the stopping point that's just appeared. Time to look for a parking place. I've all remembered. I did that the other day. We were walking home from work. I think I was walking home from work with the kids. And they were, how long have we got left, Daddy? We're here. We're just looking for a place to park. Daddy, we're walking. There's the red light, it's visible now. Come on, get over the marker. Nice one, Cobra. Give me a box car. We're finished. Mash that box, please. Good job, you've got a bit of weight, so take a break. Yay! We finished it. Right, I'm done for the evening. Thank you very much everyone for joining and for staying on. I'll try and get everything up to YouTube ASAP so that you can re-review that tutorial. Oh, no, sneeze. No, I haven't got to go to Tesco's, small man. Fine, I shall see you all tomorrow. Let me just have a quick look what have we got planned for tomorrow. We have got Seaburg Barn, the Heathfield run, the Crocombe Heathfield branch, I can't remember what that's on now, and Grain in the Rain, and I can't remember what that's on either, so that's good. At least I know what the names of the scenarios are. That's a start at least. Right, thank you very much everyone, and I'll see you all tomorrow at 9:30 UK time as normal. And I'm just going to stop waffling now. Thanks very much everybody. That's a good point actually, Copper Mel. I might see if I can come up with something to do with that. It's an excellent point. Anyway, thanks very much. Night night.
you.